Bonjour, namaste, a warm welcome to everyone in today's episode of the YogAsana Series. I am happy to bring it to you in association with INFRA Association on the occasion of International Yoga Day. I am Raphaelle of myStrongerTraining in Besançon, and I've been practicing yoga for a bit more than a year now. I am a warrior yoga teacher. Warrior yoga is the type of yoga to make you step out of your comfort zone. It's full of challenges and it will make you grow and more confident. This is why I love it. Today we will demonstrate headstand and pincha, which are inversions. I love inversions because they bring fresh blood in your head, which improves all your mental functions, just like concentration, productivity, motivation, confidence. Also, it will teach us persistence, pride, patience, and many more things. So I love them because it really makes us grow. So let's do this. But first of all, I'm going to teach you how we breathe in warrior yoga. We use Ujjayi breathing. It's a type of breathing we will keep through the entire class. Once you begin with it, you go to the end with it. This breathing will create an inner fire in your body and actually get you very focused in what you're doing, and also help you get deeper into your asanas. Now, what does it look like? Listen. We inhale only through the nose and the chest in this type of breathing, and this looks like this. Did you hear this noise? It sounds a little bit like an ocean noise or something like this. This is exactly what you will have to perform. Now, how do we do this? Actually, imagine you have a glass in front of you and you want to fog it up. So you will blow a warm air from your mouth. So let's do this together. You inhale through the nose, open the chest, and blow out. We all did this before, right? So you know how to do this. Now, you will do exactly the same, but closed mouth. What you need to be focused on is your core has to be very engaged as you pull the air out, right? And you have to feel it also in your throat. So really, it's exactly the same performance as with closed mouth. Right, let's do this together. Close your mouth, inhale through the nose and the chest. Now, take your belly button in and get ready to engage your core. Again, inhale deeply, belly button in, engage the core, exhale. And you keep your core engaged to the end of the exhalation, right? Now, keep practicing this until you feel comfortable with it. And once you feel comfortable with it, you are going to perform it on your asanas as well. Now, let me teach you inversion. So if you are a beginner, the first inversion ever you will do is headstand. And I'll show you all my tips to get it right. First of all, take your elbows to the ground and put them just under your shoulders. Now just practice and train to do this. Take your chest down to the floor like this, and then push in your elbows, engage your shoulders to take your chest up again. Do it again. Down, up, press on the ground. Again, down, up. Right. Now, once you have this, you need to understand in any inversion you will perform, you will need to press on the ground to engage the shoulders to be able to be very stable, right? Okay, this was my first tip. Now, For headstand, you will have to put your forearms on the ground. So you will cross your hands and put both forearms on the ground, opening your hands to be able to put your hand on the floor. Now about your head, you're never going to put your forehead but the top of the head, right? It should be the flat top of your head going to the floor. Open hands on the floor, put the top of the head right before your hands so that your hands are right behind your head, right? And then take your elbows not too far away from your head, not like this, not too close, but just in the middle, right? So that you're stable. Once you have this, push to engage your shoulders, right? And you will use your feet to take your hips to the ceiling. So if you're not very flexible, maybe you won't be able to get your legs straight as I did. So no worries about this. You just push in your feet until you stop, until you can't go further, right? And then, so this is the first step. Take your hips to the ceiling, down, up. Feel your body weight in your shoulders and on your head. And keep pushing in your elbows. Now, second step. So once you have your hips to the ceiling, you will walk your feet to your head. So the trick here is to walk until you feel you have no weight anymore on your feet. Like they're just getting off the floor, almost with no effort, I would say. And this is the balance you have to find. Taking your hips above your shoulders. So if it's the first time you practice inversions, I would suggest you do this with the wall, so that you feel confident, right, to walk your feet to your head. Okay, so let's do this together. Step 1, step 2. Walk. And here you should feel your hips balancing above your shoulders. Once you have this, you'll be able to take your knees to the chest. So you'll take 1 and then 2. Right. You have your first step of inversion. Okay. Once you have this one, try to keep this one for 5 to 6 breaths. Ujjayi breath. And please don't try to take your legs to the ceiling if you're not comfortable yet with this one. Once you feel comfortable and you're stable, you can try to take one leg up, not both legs at once. It's too much for your muscles, which have to get used to this position. So you try one, you try another. Right, and once you're comfortable with this, you'll be able to take both feet up. And come back. Once you get comfortable with headstand, you can take your inversions to the next level with pincha. So pincha looks like this. This is pincha. Now to get to pincha, you will first practice Ardha Pincha Mayurasana. What is this? So you'll put your forearms on the floor and grab the mat with your fingers. Grab it hard. You have two choices. You can have your hands close or apart. But you need to know having your hands apart will require more shoulder flexibility. So if it's hard for you, then just take your hands closer. Right. Once we have this, you push on your elbows, so they're right under your shoulders. You push on them to engage the shoulders. And you'll push on your feet to take your hips to the ceiling. Then press from your hands, from your elbows to open your chest. Your head is off the floor, right? This is Ardha Pincha Mayurasana. Once you have this one, you will have to gain strength in your shoulders. So to do this, you can just practice headstand, but take your feet right to the wall. Okay, so walk, walk, walk. Take your feet to the wall. Right. Once you're here, put your hands on the floor and get ready to push in your elbows to take your head off the floor. So if you can do this, then try to stay for a few seconds here as much as you can. If you can't do this, then you'll have to practice it. Once you're strong enough in your shoulders, you'll be able to kick your feet to the wall. From Ardha Pincha Mayurasana, we will kick one foot to the wall. Just kick, kick, kick. See how my right leg is stick to my chest. It stays here because it helps with balance. The other one is coming to the wall to help us get straight and figure out how to get this balance. Right. You'll practice it with both legs, with the wall, until you don't need it anymore to get up. It's exactly like headstand. Like in the beginning, you won't be able to take your both feet up. Stay calm, relax. Do it with one foot up, then the other, and slowly, as you get more stable, you'll be able to get both legs up. I hope you enjoyed this session, and I, Raphaelle of myStrongerTraining, thank you very much for watching today's episode of YogAsana Series, brought to you by INFRA Association under the high patronage of Embassy of India in France.